We're starting this match right now. It's Billy Silveira versus Robert MOLLETT. Run out Rob. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to leave you with Geraldine. Geraldine is free to move about the cabin. I love you guys all, but I got stuff to do. So enjoy this match with the commentary stylings of Geraldine.
Felix, your table's ready. Felix. Next up on table 15, Al Mahone and John Bain. John Bain and Al Mahone, table 15.
Billy Silveira takes the first game against Robert MOLLETT. I believe they both play out of Sacramento. This is a round 2 match. Robert beat Harold, and then Billy defeated Brian Nance to get where they're at now.
Come back and sell raffle tickets.
Next up on table 3, Randy Rudd and B. Money Davison. B and Randy, table 3.
Oh. Hit it a little too hard. Rattled the ball.
Next up on table 11, Brandon Mile and David Richardson. Brandon and David, table 11.
Billy makes the 9. Take a second game. You can hop on if you want.
Huh?
You can hop on if you want.
Is it alive? Make sure that puts this way. Doesn't matter.
You want it that way?
Am I live?
You are.
I'm live. John Henderson here, knocked out of the 9-ball tournament and doing a little 9-ball commentating. So we are watching. A lot of the Sacramento guys showed up here. A lot of our guys here. This is Robert shooting right now against Billy Silveira on this. The one we're watching here. Robert, you know, young guy, always had a big stroke shot straight, and is just it looks like in the last year or so starting to learning how to play pool, and still a little too aggressive, but you know he will he will play safe once in a while, but he likes to run them balls. And like all young guys with a big stroke, he loves to draw his ball, as you can see. Too much that time. And he's even starting to play a little one pocket. But Billy will probably get out here. Oh my gosh. This is a single elimination race to 5. We got 64 players, which was quite a bit more than we were thinking, right?
Correct. They were supposed to cap it at 48, but the demand was so high that they opened it up.
And there's still about 10 guys that are pissed that they didn't get in.
Exactly.
What do you mean I can't get in? I come in here every day.
Exactly why you didn't get in.
Yeah. I've been down there practicing for 2 hours. I can't get in. You got to pay your money, folks. And this Billy made this, he'd probably make it, but he made it a lot harder than it needed to be. The problem here, if he doesn't make this, he's not going to like it. Should hang up probably. Shoots pretty straight. Yeah, he did. Uh-oh. This don't look good. Well, I believe that Robert will probably run out here. We probably have 8 or 10 players from Hard Times in Sacramento here. Nice little money match, one pocket on the table next to us. 2 of the better one pocket players here.
Where's Ian Costello from?
Ian lives in Las Vegas. He's a card player, but he's a very good pool player, and he has family here, so that's why he has a place to stay in San Jose. So he's been around San Jose for a long time, but his residence now is Las Vegas. They're playing, he told me, they're playing with the card players real high one pocket in Las Vegas lately.
You ready to take a road trip?
I'd been gone. I was in Chicago, 3 weeks ago, and a couple weeks before that I was in Houston. And I'm too old for all that traveling. Especially in that kind of weather that you've got. Okay, so what's we got? 2-zip?
2-2.
Oh, 2-2. Robert and him. And I'm watching Steve Hausch. We call him Steve the Roofer. He owns a roofing company, playing Ian Costello on the other table, some one pocket. They're playing 5 ahead for a nice, and I believe it's a pretty even game. Steve and I play fairly often, and I get 9 to 7 from him. So he can play a bit. And with the bad weather we've been having, and he's getting to play a lot more because he's not doing a lot of roofing, which means, that he plays better.
Next up on table 5, John Almes and Thibodeau Paloma. Thibodeau and John Almes in the 5.
Gonna get lucky here. Watch this. 9 ball. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're jumping. I didn't know. He's getting his jump cue out. Best thing that ever happened for cue makers is when they start.
Variation.
Yeah. Jump cues. I remember when they first came out. I guess they started jumping. Keith McCready started jumping with his playing cue back in the late 70s, early 80s, and he just tortured good players because nobody jumped then. And he could jump with that sidearm thing of his. I watched him torture Louis Roberts, and Louis did. They played push out then. They didn't know what to do. And nice little jump. Didn't make it, but he hit it. Anyway, I don't like them, but if you're going to play rotation pool, and they'll let you jump, which a lot of pool rooms won't, but if they'll let you, you have to have one, and you have to know how to jump, or you'll get beat. He shoots pretty straight. He's liable to get out here. He went a little too far. He's going to have to shoot the 5 down, long rail down by the 9, I think. And it's a little dangerous if he tries to draw there, I think. Oh, he could. Nice stroke on that ball. I couldn't see the angle quite on the TV, that he had plenty of angle to get over. Looky here. You better roll it easy or run into it. He might have went a little too far. He's good. Perfect. Wow, he's nice and smooth. He's looking good. Usually when you brag on him is when when they'll miss an easy one.
Robert takes his 3rd game.
3-2. Robert over Billy Silveira. Billy hadn't been playing much. You know, has some family issues, and I haven't seen, he hadn't been down to Hard Times to play in quite a while for the One Pocket monthlies. So I know and they don't have a pool room up in Reno anymore.
Mm-hmm. That's what he was saying, that he's not playing much right now.
Yeah. And the place is packed like it usually is on Friday night.
Like it usually is every night.
Every night, yeah. People that think pool is dying, come around here and see how we're doing with about 250 people in here playing. They've got 10 dart boards that are going. How many Diamond Smart tables? 8 of those.
Yep.
And 20 some, and 8 Diamond Big tables, and 20 some Gold Crown 3s. And every table is going.
Last I saw, they had a list too, a waiting list to get a table.
Oh yeah, they have they have waiting lists. Quite a pool room. I just wish it wasn't so far from me. 2.5 hour drive, and I try to come down every month. I can't quite make it every time for their monthlies.
Table 7, Manuel and George Michaels. Manuel and George Michaels, table 7.
I wish all the pool rooms were this busy. It's good to see.
Oh, it's wonderful to see. Hard Times is busy too. And they're almost, they're at least as big as this place, or real close to it. And you get spoiled. Like we have these 8 tables here to play on. There's plenty of room in between the tables. Nobody's down there, and we have the same thing at Hard Times. We have 8 tables in the back room.
Correct.
And
with bleachers.
And the bleachers, yeah, we have bleachers down there.
I love the bleachers.
They don't use them. They're talking about getting another 3 cushion table. We're getting a lot of play on the 3 cushion table.
Yeah,
I told them, I says, you ought to just cut out half of these bleachers. You could put 2 or 3 tables back in there. I mean, we never fill the whole thing up. I mean, it's nice I agree, it's nice to have them, especially for the big tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy made a nice little out, it looks like. Missed it. Ooh. That was a little flinchy.
No, I think it's great. They have 1 3 cushion table at Hard Times Sacramento, and they still run tournaments there.
Yeah. They had 16 people in the tournament.
Ow.
That's what I was in Chicago,
Wow.
or on my way back from Chicago, or I'd have played in it. I played 3 cushion, and when I did get back, I played the guy that won it, and we played 3 games. He won 2 of them, but I could compete with him, and if I played a little bit more of it. But I'd love to, and it's busy all the time, that table. It's fun to watch. This game that we're watching, folks, is 3-3. It's fun to watch these pool players learn how to play 3 cushion, and they don't know the shots, but they hit the ball so good. And you, of course, do 3 cushion tournaments.
Correct,
You
yeah.
guys stream a lot of them. And there's one of the better new players in there. I call him Backwards Bill because he doesn't shoot the right shot, but he makes them.
Yeah.
Because he sees, that's the way he sees the shot.
Yeah,
And he hits it real thin, and or whatever it takes to make the shot. And he'll get up there and run some 5s and 6s, shooting the right shot a lot of the times, but a lot of times he don't.
Did Jointed Q closed about 6 months ago in Sacramento. Did Hard Times Sacramento pick up the billiard players from there, or?
Yes. Yeah, they had a terrific business with the Hispanic guys in that part of town. Really fun guys to play with. And probably a half a dozen of them are starting to come around and play, and they play very well. They play very well. And they still, as I understand it, because there's some kind of a lawsuit or something going on, all of the tables there, they can't take anything out of the building yet. And Hard Times wouldn't buy those old tables they had there. He wants a table that looks like the one he's got.
Yeah, sure. No, that's understandable.
Sure it is.
And Hard Times Sacramento is another pool room, just like California Billiards, where you have an owner who takes care of their room, and it's nice to go to a room like that,
Yeah, I mean, it gets a little wild, because they do have, like this place, but he has, and it's, a little lower economic area than here, but they have security there to make sure there's no problem on the weekends, and there isn't, pretty much. So I'm a daytime player, so I don't, unless it's a tournament, I'm not there. Boy, he hit that ball nice. It hit the facing and just hung up. Oh, he jumped at it a little. Came off that shot a little bit. These tables play tighter than they look sometimes, but he should have made that one. And by coming off the ball, he didn't get enough draw as he wanted. And he didn't, he got funny shape on the 8. Makeable shot, but who knows where the 9's going. Looks like Steve Hausch's one game up in the one pocket. It's a 5 ahead match, so they're going to be there a while.
I don't expect anything less from Steve.
Well, they're not, believe me, it's not going to be, oh, look at this, nice shot. It's not going to be, you're not going to see any 2-hour matches with him. And, you know, I mean, both those guys can run the balls. Ian might play a little safer than him, but Steve's very aggressive player. Another one of those guys started playing with a Revo. Started playing with a Revo shaft, and it seems to give them so much confidence pocketing balls. You know, they move the cue ball around. I don't like the feedback, you know, but I only play one pocket. But I've watched, you know, little Chris is been playing with one quite a while now. A lot of these, you know, there's quite a few of them at hard times.
Billy's on the hill now with 4-3 against Robert MOLLETT.
Yeah, Robert's blown 2 chances in the last couple of racks, but he's in the game. That last one, you know, but we all miss.
So speaking of shafts, I had talked to Josh Roberts back in July, and he was telling me that he plays with the regular shaft, no low deflection, because he likes the feedback that he gets from, you know, old school shaft.
Well, it's just it's all confidence, you know. I mean, I've got rid of a lot of cues because they dogged it too much over the years. And I might not be done yet. No, I love the Mez. I won the Mez in the raffle at the tournament at Hard Times. Probably, you know, not this year, last year. I loved that cue. I sold my, you know, I had a Bobby Hunter that I liked too. But I just, you know, traveling, you know, I was traveling quite a bit. I don't like the idea of traveling with an expensive cue too much.
Yeah.
You know, going through the airport and everything with it. So this cue is, you know, like maybe a $600 cue, and I love the way it plays. Well, we got to go hill. Robert, you got to win this one. You got to win this one. We want hill for TV. He's really a nice young man. Nice shot.
Another chance.
Well, the balls lay a little goofy. That 3 ball is the problem here, getting down where you can do something from the 2. So the angle he gets here is pretty critical. It's surrounded on all sides, and he did not get real good on it. You better play. I suspect he'd play safe here. I don't know. Yeah, he did. Good shot. A real good safe. I don't think. Oh, he got his jump cue out already. Wow, look at this. And he's going to get a leave on it, unless it hits a 9. Boy, now he's going to have to bend this a little. Oh, you got to hit it. You got to hit it, buddy, or you're giving up the 9 on the hill. So you got to you can't masse it that much, can you? Maybe you can. Just make sure you hit the deuce.
Selling raffle tickets all weekend, so come and pick up a raffle ticket. $5 will get you 1 raffle ticket, and it's good for the whole weekend.
And I have already won something.
John Henderson already won the Django rack.
If I get in a bad game and go busted, I'm going to raffle it off.
You at least need gas money home.
I'm going to parlay.
Parlay the winnings.
Robert's playing some nice safeties here. I mean, they're easy to hit, but usually, you know, come up with some kind of shot. Well, just shoot the 9 in here. I didn't mean that way. Shoot the 9 in.
I got a sense for John.
All right, we're gonna get Dale off the order too. Come on, Dale.
Oh, look at this. What did I say? You didn't see what he did. He shooted the 9 in, like I said. Hill.
Hill.
He was playing safe, and the 9 came down and caromed off a ball in the left-hand corner. All right, peoples, we got Hill.
All right, man. I'm sorry. It's not your size, unfortunately. It's a large. I think your son might be a large. All right. I'm gonna give away a $50 gift certificate to Jam Up Apparel online. Jam Up Apparel, $50 gift certificate. Come pick up a raffle ticket from me, or 20, or whatever. I'm gonna give that away in about half an hour. Pick up your raffle tickets.
Next up on table 6, Duke and Christine. Duke and Christine, table 6.
Oh, Billy's got a good chance to get out here. Gets on that 5 right. Bing, bing, bing. Is there any more 3-cushion stuff coming up, Geraldine?
Yes. We have USBA Amateur Tournament and Scotch Doubles in January.
Where is it at?
Tucson, Arizona at the Casino del Sol. That's the first.
They did it last year there?
Yes.
Oh, and my friends in Phoenix are all playing in at Tress and
Yep.
yeah, and they are in love with 3-cushion billiards.
Yeah.
Bernie Pettifus.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's picked up a lot since Mason Shooney, the now USBA president, picked up a contract with the Casino del Sol, and so they'd have 2 tournaments a year there. So you see the interest in 3-cushion in Arizona picked up a lot.
And what? And don't you play against your own speed of player, don't they? In those tournaments, they have different divisions in some of them.
Yes. Well, they have the nationals mid-year, but the January tournament is anyone who's a B player and below.
Yeah.
And then they have a tiered entry.
So you're not fading those guys that run 12 or 15.
Filled up with the waiting list like 3 months ago.
What's he doing here? This ball doesn't go, does it?
He's looking at it like it does.
He's got a problem here. I think I just shoot it in the middle of the table and it'd carry him off the 9, the cue ball down here too. But unless he can roll and hook him behind the 9, doesn't look like he can. See, he just got it, made that ball without looking if this thing would go. He's in a bad spot here, I think. Maybe it will go. I don't know. I didn't think so. He hit all he could of it. Played, yeah, he did the right thing. Now, when it's hill, I'll tell you what I'm going to do here because I'm not that. I'm going to bank the 6 to the middle of that end rail. Well, you might want to go for it here. I guess almost straight in, but.
I say Billy
and he
goes
shoots
for
off.
it.
Yeah, he shoots awful straight, but he got lucky here. Maybe. Of course, I wonder if the 7 goes by the 9. It looks close. Because he might have to spin it to get an angle or shoot real hard. Going to shoot fairly hard, I think. Missed it. Got lucky. Now he can kick behind this, I think. I don't think he can see it enough to make it, but he can kick it down table for a safety. He's opting for a 2-railer. Now that cost him the game. He just gets very careless. Should cost him the game, it may not.
Should.
You never know. But that's the trouble. That's why I think so many players are switching to one pocket. Oh, look at this. He dogged the stroke. Because, 9 balls just paint the numbers, go by the numbers. I mean, there's not a lot, we all know how to play. We've been playing it for years. And, okay, if I don't have a good shot, play safe and try to get ball in hand.
Yeah, I'm not a rotation fan.
He's trying to run out. He's not. No, he's not. Oh, my gosh. Bye-bye.
Oh.
Well, he had a good guy. He had a 2-way shot. He went for the bank, and he gets a safety. He had good speed, but if he makes it, he probably doesn't scratch. But he's a goner now. But they all had like 3 chances on the hill, so don't feel sorry for any of them. Now he got a pretty good shot, pretty good. Pretty good. He jerked the stroke a little bit, but he ain't been playing much. Ian's running out over here in the one pocket game. I'll tell you what's probably going to happen.
Did Billy just miss that?
Huh?
Billy missed it.
Oh no. He must have jerked the stroke. Wow. You never know what's going to happen, especially in these tighter tables that we play on, But over here, they're playing 5 ahead, and they're probably going to play for several hours and then say, you know what, let's just play a race for. That's what often happens.
So Robert Mollet takes that 5-4 against Billy Silveira. on the last ball on the table. We'll be right back with the next match.